morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday in the AM, 23rd of June. I am your host, J Soul, your sister, and I'm here with you for the time being. Welcome to Brunch. Oh my word, I have missed you. Thank you for looking, thank you for tuning in. Uh, Today is going to be awesome. We are not going to mind the rain. It is raining cats and dogs outside, but we don't care. We don't care about that. We have a show to do for you, and I am here to kick it with you for the next couple hours. Now, one thing I wanted to say is that I love the way you guys are tuning in. Let us know in the comments how you feel about the show. If you're there, send a hearty good morning to us. Send a hearty hello to us. Wave, do something, and let us know that you're with us. We are so privileged to be here with you. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Tobago, I love you. We are streaming. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. We are streaming throughout the Caribbean. So I want to say a hearty hello to my Caribbean brothers and sisters who are tuning in for the first time. For those of you who are just joining us, Brunch is a taste of Tobago. It's a mid-morning classic type of show. We have information, we have art, we have culture, we have sport, we have everything you can think about. So sit back, relax. Those of you who are accustomed, you know by this time you're supposed to have all of the snacks, and I mean all of it. You have the snacks, and so you're ready when we're ready for you. All right? So I had some time to really read, and I saw this article in the Newsday. I just had to tell you guys about it. The Signal Hill Alumni Choir is to perform at Costa Rica for the Choral Festival. Check into the Newsday today. This is one of the headlines. The Signal Hill Alumni Choir is taking part in the Costa Rica International Choral Festival of Peace. This festival, which begins today and ends on Sunday, celebrates music, nature, culture, and peace. The choir will be performing alongside the world-renowned choirs, fostering a harmonious exchange of passion and talent. Definitely some good stuff. You go and check it out. Signal Hill Alumni Choir, cultural ambassadors, cultural icons to the fabric of Tobago. A hearty hello and good morning to Director Mr. John Arnold. You are definitely doing great things. All right. Another thing that I wanted to share, I'm hoping that you're with me and you're listening. There's a particular article that kind of tickled my fancy. It said, sex guru turns singer. Now, that headline just spoke volumes to me, and I had to read a bit of it. Be fathers to your children, regardless of the consequences. That's the impassioned Father's Day message to men across TNT from sexologist Dr. Giriraj Ramanandan. All right, so Mr. Ramanandan is a father of two, a grandfather of two, and believes that fatherhood is the most sacred of a man's duties in life. It speaks about the power of the father in the family structure. Fathers are not to forget or not to feel belittled or forget their place in their families, in society, and by extension, the world. So he is pleading with men in, get this, men in TNT to take their roles in their children's lives more seriously. All right, so this is something that you definitely want to read. On to the Guardian. You know, I have to give you a snippet. Men diagnosed with breast cancer. Is this a reality or is this a myth? All right. Dr. Lyron Oliver goes in to tell us just what we should believe and what we shouldn't. This is in today's Guardian. Awareness of male breast cancer, or MBC, is the pillar and the downfall of this rare diagnosis. It impacts the discovery and the necessary clinical management of this subset of breast cancer patients. Several stunned expressions are always observed on the faces of audiences when men are mentioned to be breast cancer victims. All right. Knowledge in MBC is lacking within the general population, and this article attempts to bridge the gap of awareness among let me take my time, a bit of a tongue twister there, among men and women, as well as highlights many key features of breast cancer. So that is in today's Guardian. You definitely want to go check that out, guys. It is really, really enlightening. A lot of times, our male population, we tend to not want to go to the doctor. I have seen it for myself. It's not hearsay. I have seen it for myself. And sometimes we need to really, really take that plunge and find out what is going on in our bodies. All right. So my beautiful kings and queens, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. And right now we are going to take a break. And when we come back, we are going to get into our segment on money matters. Trust me, guys, you all do not want to miss this. So we will be back. Make sure get your snacks, and we will return with Brunch, a taste of Tobago.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
We are back. We are back. Thank you for coming back and joining us. Just a bit of who is on today. Like I told you, it's going to be a packed show. We have everything from Money Matters. We have our segments, which I like to call Culturama. We have a grassroots segment. You know, it's a lot that is going to be happening during this time. Just a snippet, because you may be wondering who is going to be joining us today. We have, for our first segment, Money Matters. Remember, I told you before the break, we are going to talk about the what ifs. What if I pass on? What if I am resigned or retrenched? Or do I have enough that my family could live on? These are some of the questions that we're going to answer today. So for Money Matters, we are going to be having a very candid discussion with Lisa Frank Phillips. and she is a certified financial advisor. So you all can look forward to that. That is going to be an awesome conversation. We are also going to talk broadcast meteorology, which is actually a field that many young persons are endeavoring to be successful in. We are going to talk to a budding meteorologist right from Tobago, son of the soil, doing big things out there. Mr. Deshaun Robinson. We're going to talk to him as well. And he's going to tell us about meteorology, his passion, how he got into it, etc. We are also going to talk, and this is one of my favorite topics, we're going to talk fashion, modeling, design. We're going to be speaking with Ms. Nedra Waldron. She's going to be gracing us with her lovely presence. And we're going to have a really good time just giving you the information, just making sure that you're comfortable, that you're loving what's going on today. Like I said, it's Friday in the AM. It's raining, but like, whoa, life goes on. We don't care about that. All right. What we care about is you, and that you're happy, and that you are viewing us, which reminds me, we are also on Amplia 102. You can find us there. Feel free to join us for Brunch, a taste of Tobago. Let me just mention also before I go to break, we also have a Culturama segment. Now, when you hear Culturama, you know what to expect. It's all creatives in singing, in art, and dance, and culture, and music. And we are going to be speaking with none other than Queen Leslie Ann Ellis. Yes, Leslie Ann is going to be gracing us with her presence today. And we are going to be speaking very candidly about her career and what's next for this gem coming out of Tobago, a native of Mason Hall. A special good morning to Mason Hall, as a matter of fact. So a lot of things in store. So we are going to take a break. And when we come back, we are going to discuss money matters with Lisa Frank Phillips. All right, so don't go anywhere. By now, you should be ready and waiting for when I come back so that we can talk. All right, once again, this is Brunch, and this is a taste of Tobago. We'll be right back.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your life can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place, with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
our national borders. Our first step to security, but a possible access point for guns, drugs, crime. If it does not look right, do the right thing. Call Crime Stoppers anonymously. 800-8477. Report possible border crime.
We are back. Like I said before the break, we are going to be talking about money matters. Now, money matters for most people that I have encountered. It's kind of a sore kind of topic. Everyone keeps complaining that they don't have enough. And so having the importance of knowing your finances and knowing how to budget, how to save, is something that we really need to know and understand, especially when we're going later on in our lives. So what if I should pass on, God forbid? Would my family be able to have a life with what I'm leaving to them? What if I am not here anymore and I don't leave anything to them? What are some of the repercussions that could arise from such a situation? What if I am retrenched? What if I resign my job, poor working conditions? How would that affect my financial status as well as my family's? Our next guest speaks so candidly to that. This is Lisa Frank Phillips, and she's a certified financial advisor. So, Lisa, good morning. Good morning, my queen, and thank you so much for viewing, sitting, and taking the time to speak with us.
Thanks for having me.
You are most welcome. So, when we talk finance and we talk financial management, how do we even start putting that together? What does this entail?
So, firstly, foundation. Financial planning is very important, like for now and for the future.
Okay.
If you don't have that in place, a lot of things can happen. Struggles. You're basically putting yourself in a risky situation.
Right.
Because money, as you said, money matters.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and as the good book said, money answers everything.
It does.
So you have to have money. It is important.
Okay. And what would you insist on in terms of managing finances? By that I mean, how important is it for families and individuals to have a budget? How important is that?
Very important. This is where you tell your money exactly where to go.
Right.
Okay, so I have my income. What am I going to do with it? Person says, I have pay in front of the fan, so all the money just blow away. If you do not budget before, then yes, you'll get money in front of the fan. You have to tell your money where to go. You cannot allow money to manage you. You have to manage your money.
You hear that? Manage your money.
Yes. Don't let the money manage you. If that happened, then okay, let's say for instance, every year your car insurance is coming up.
Right, yeah.
Right? So June, your car insurance coming. And then June, you're looking for that money to pay your car insurance. No. You know that is coming up every year. start putting a little aside. A little aside. If it's $1,000, by the time June reach, you have that $1,000. You manage. That is a absolutely great way to manage your money. Your birthday coming up, you like to splurge, you do the same thing. Anniversary, the same thing.
So you must. So what you're saying is that you must have a focus,
Exactly.
and you should be geared to what that focus is.
Exactly.
So you see, you have to be focused. That's one of the important
Exactly.
things of money management.
Yes.
What would you say are the fundamentals of a budget? Well, for me, I know that if my expenditure is resulting in much more than my savings, am I saying the right thing? Yes.
Yes.
Then we have a problem.
Serious problem.
So how do you safeguard against that? I know we just spoke about focus, but sometimes you go and you're doing the budget and what you're spending is more than what's coming in. And then you're just in a whole sea of confusion after that.
First thing, importance. What is important to you? What do you have to deal with on a monthly basis? You know, we have utilities for sure. Some persons might have their rent for sure. You don't want to live outside. You have to go to the grocery. And now when you're going to the grocery, just give you a little hack. When you go to the grocery, you know that the bills are, food prices are going up every day, right?
Definitely.
Focus again. Be focused. Have your list. This is what I'm going for, XYZ. Please go to the supermarket and pick up XYZ.
Have a list. And
Have
you know,
a list.
I always did that. I remember from my mom, always having a list. And people laughing at me with my list because I have a list. But it really, really, really helps you to just focus on what you need.
Exactly.
You pick up,
Yes.
you pay, and you
Yes.
come out, the people shop.
Exactly.
That is what you have to do.
Exactly.
So we have to focus.
Yes.
Okay, guys, you heard it right here. Focus. Get your list, especially when you're going to the grocery, because you're going to walk past the lane and you'll be like, oh, I didn't have this. Or, oh, I think I need one of this. No, let me pick this up. No. Get a list, prioritize, and be specific as to what you have to take with you. All right?
Right.
Back to you, Lisa.
So another thing you do is make sure, as I said, the importance is first. What is important to you? There are things that you don't need. Drop it.
Yeah.
All right? You might need a nice shoe. You might need a shoes this month, but you're thinking, you know what, I'm going to buy shoes.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Cater it for it next month. Put it in your budget next month.
Focus on the needs.
Exactly.
There you go. Focus on the needs.
Exactly.
And what about if it's a family structure? What about if there are, let's say you have 2 or 3 children? How do you navigate? Because it's a juggle for fitting them and food and you know, that kind of thing, education and that sort of thing. How do you juggle all of those factors?
Right. So, again, importance. Your child might be doing C, right?
Yes.
And we know, okay, C is challenging, but then they might have a child doing A's, which is more important at the point in time.
Okay, so again, prioritize
Prioritize.
what needs to be. Okay.
Okay. You might have 3 beautiful girls, and you might want to buy outfit for all of them one time. Again, your focus.
Yes.
So this month you might say, okay, I'm buying for Janelle, because Janelle needs to go to a function. So you tell Jane and Dora, hold on. Okay, don't be jealous. Your sister have to go out. You know, you have conversation is important.
I was just about to remark on that. Yes, communication
Yes.
is very key.
Yes.
It actually is the basis
Exactly.
of what that conversation should be, I
Exactly.
believe. So again, prioritizing is really, really, it's up there.
Up there.
It's
Right
up
up there.
there.
And focus.
And focus.
Especially now, you have to focus.
Yeah. And what about like the what ifs? I have seen so many times, and I could speak from experience, I could speak from people around me, where one member dies and they basically just had enough to get them buried, or they basically did not have any type of nest egg or any type of investment or savings or anything like that for the remaining members of the family. So I want to speak to that. Give me your advice on how we can, if we can, change that type of mindset.
Right. So, as I said, the foundation, future planning, financial future planning. Okay. If someone should pass away, do they have their insurance in place? Life insurance is an asset where you can get money to, as you said, bury the person, pay off debts, mortgages, education, your child continuing their education if that person should pass. How about investing? We have all types of investment going on right about now. I'll come back and talk about that the next day. But you should start investing. Investing is where you basically get rich.
And grow, your money grows.
Exactly.
That much I know. Because I've been looking into investing. Most of the times you have the money and it just kind of sits there. It's not growing. It's not, and we're afraid to go into the savings, and we're afraid. And, oh my gosh, it is such a struggle because you never want to be without. You never want to be, really, really, really on your last dollar. And so sometimes you want to save it so much, and you don't want to go in here, you don't want to go in there. Tell us a little bit about investing, just a little snippet and why should more people invest?
So investing, as you said, grows your money. It doesn't sit there and just, as you say, you want to go and spend, but you're free. No. It have long-term investing. You leave that money to grow. You'll be surprised when you look back and what? I have all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then remember your goals too. You have goals. You must have financial goals. So if you say, okay, next 10 years, I like to get my house and this is what I want, get an investment plan where that money can grow for you to reach that goal.
Exactly.
It have short-term investment. Again, your goals. So you invest short-term planning. Okay? Right. Now, the savings. Savings is basically for the bank, where you have that money that you can have, like, okay, you want something now. You have your card. You reach for your card. You now can spend from that. As a matter of fact, what I advise people to do is get an account where you can spend from.
So you have a separate.
Exactly.
There we go with focus again.
Exactly.
Because most of the times these things overlap.
Exactly.
And you're digging and you're putting, let me just take I can put it back, or let me take a little. It's like I said, it's a struggle. So we really have to prioritize and focus. Focus, and allow our money to grow. Because a lot of people run away from investing. A lot of people have been subject to scams. That's another thing that we need to touch on.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break. This has been so insightful. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about money matters. You are viewing Brunch. I'm speaking with the lovely Lisa. And just to give you a little snippet of what I want to do, for the interest of time, we are going to have Lisa back for another segment. We're going to have her back to really tell us. We're going to talk about investing the next time she comes on, right? So we're going to take a break, and we are going to be back with all eyes on Bago. You really want to tune in for that one, all right? So we'll be right back.
Yes, be careful.
Honey, I feel like we're going to start to cook, yes, because these children must be hungry now. Right? Okay.
Oh, shucks. Oh. These plugs, oh my gosh.
Hey, wait up. Hey, come from there. Come from there.
What's going on in here?
Oh God, I should have buy it,
What would you do if this happened to you? Dial 990 in case of fire emergencies and always have a serviceable fire extinguisher ready and available at all times.
Tapicom. Welcome to the future. The only card you will need in a new world. Digital business cards. Safe, hassle-free. The future is here. Tapicom. New generation digital transfer. Digital time clock cards. Digital attendance cards. Air tags. Customized designs. Digital clothing tags. Digital pet tags. Tapicom. The future is here. Contact us today.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Johnny,
Call fire.
What's the number? Oh God.
Fan emergency, good afternoon. You said the building is on fire. Are there any persons trapped? 4 persons. What is the address of the call, ma'am? Number 4, Candy Drive, Pier Road. Can I have your name, please? Miss Bihari. Thank you, Miss Bihari. I'll be dispatching an appliance. Central Control from Fire Control.
Go ahead, Fire Control. Central Control is receiving over.
Central Control, have a plants and crew. Respond to our residential fire. Same is at number 4, Candy Drive, Pier Road, Chabonas. 4 persons are trapped, 2 adults, 2 children. They weren't able to make contact with fire service, so she called on their behalf.
Transmission received loud and clear. Operator at Central Control 3463. Firefighter Wiley, Central Controller.
Create an evacuation plan for you and your family and practice your escape. Always ensure you have more than one way to safely exit your home. Your lives may depend on it.
Hey, kings and queens, you all are back. Thank you so much for being with us. Now remember, I told you we were going to be talking about modeling design, fashion, creative sector, you name it, we have it here on Brunch. I would have mentioned fashion as something that I'm really, really passionate about. And my next guest speaks very, very professionally on that topic. She has been a designer, creator, dancer, singer, you name it. She has done it. She's a daughter of the soil. She's a daughter of Tobago. And she creates with an amazing love for her island. She continues to make her mark in the creative industry and continues in giving back to younger creatives. All right, so she's constantly involved in community service, in sewing, garment construction, etc. Her workshops are free and focus on sharing her skills and expertise for the upcoming generation, for the new generation. All right, designing collections such as Evening Wear of 2023 and Just Get Wet. Unique to the Tobago experience, she believes that enough attention, if placed, let me say that again, if enough attention is placed on the creative sector, then we can open up the ideas of creative tourism. So let's welcome my next guest, Nedra Waldron. Nedra, my darling, my sister, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for giving us your time. I know you are super, super busy. A lot is going on. So just a little backstory with Nedra. Who is Nedra Waldron? If you could sum it up, what would you say to our viewers right now?
Well, I would say I am multi-dimensional. That is how I would describe myself.
All right. And tell us about your journey in design and fashion. How did that all start for you?
Well, as a child, I experienced a deep-rooted pain because my clothing did not match my outgoing personality. This impacted my confidence and it made me feel unnoticeable.
Oh my. So it's definitely something that comes from within.
Yes.
All right. So guys, like many of you, we have struggles, we have pain, we have tribulations, we have triumph. And a lot of us as creatives, we express that through our art. I just thought that I should say that. Some of us, or most of us as creatives, we express what we feel through our art. And our art speaks for us. And Nedra is no different. All right. So like I said before, she is a creator. Tell me how you came about giving back to younger creatives such as yourself.
Well, growing up in Tobago, I've always wanted to experiment creatively, not just in the arts, but in the creative genre in general.
Creative sector.
Yeah, in the creative sector. And I was always interested in art classes, and there weren't any art classes available to me in my community, or sewing classes, or any classes that I could express myself. So I wanted to create an avenue for the upcoming generation to have access to these opportunities to develop their skills, because in the creative industry, something that people tend to take for granted is mastery. In every creative sector, you have to master the craft and understand the workmanship of whatever you are creating, and that takes time.
Yes, and that is so it's ironic, so ironic, because you just mentioned to us what brought you to your creative space.
Yes.
And it's only when you are emotionally and spiritually and physically entwined in there
Yeah.
that your boldness and your expression comes alive. And that is definitely what we're seeing
Yes.
with you. So on that note, tell me about Metamorphosis, your journey as Miss Tobago, and how has that been for you?
Well, my journey as Miss Tobago has taught me the importance of believing in myself. First, believe in myself that I deserve this because I was chosen to represent the entire Tobago at the Miss Universe pageant, Metamorphosis. And something that I didn't expect in pageantry was really the sisterhood of the community of women coming together to create positive changes in society. I think when it comes to pageantry, a lot of people, they pay more attention to the glamour and the beauty queens and not necessarily the changes that these women are contributing to in society.
And making a mark.
Yes.
Impacting the world in some way, shape, or form. I think that you are definitely taking a bold step. It's like a stance. It's like womanhood.
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel that this theme of Metamorphosis, it really speaks to you because you're one with your creativity, but you are also evolving as a human being. And so with this, what we should foster growth. We should foster evolution. We should always remain steadfast on our focus as we take these journeys. And I think that is what this represents for you. I see you smiling, so I'm thinking that I'm making sense.
Yes,
Yeah?
I believe that in life, you can only grow. Evolution is a seamless process. Even if you happen to be in a bad situation, you have the power within you to get out of that situation and evolve. And I believe that is what Metamorphosis is about, evolving to your best version of yourself.
All right. So tell us about the Miss Universe pageant. You just spoke about the camaraderie of the ladies and finding your footing, because when you enter these types of arenas, you have to have not just the confidence, but you have to have a mindset. You have to have a force of determination and all those other lovely things that go along with that. So what was it like getting ready? Did you have to do well, I know you had to do screening. How was that like? Was that nerve-wracking for you? Was it how did it feel? How did Nedra feel?
Well,
coming into
the organization responsible for the Miss Universe pageant here in Trinidad and Tobago is Crowns and Sashes. Now, this organization, they do something that other universe pageants around the world don't do. They actually have a process for the girls to go through to help them evolve and at the standard that they would like us to be, with several workshops. And the part of the process that really stood out to me was we had a retreat at the botanical garden in Trinidad. And all the girls came together, no makeup. Everybody was truly themselves. And we were able to peel back the layers of ourselves and understand ourselves at a deeper level of who we truly are. And I think that part of the process is what opens your mind to have
a greater understanding, because what you're looking for is there has to be, I think what you're saying is that there has to be a balance. When you get in there, you have to have
the mindset. That is the word I was looking for. Yes. It opens your mind to have that mindset for competition. It prepares you and keeps you grounded. And they taught us like how to deal with our mental and emotional and stuff like that in the retreats.
Okay. And how has it been? I want to touch on the importance of of sponsorship. Now, I know all too well about the struggles one may have when getting into any type of venture, and you require, you would require some assistance, you would require some help. Um, so how has that been? Now, I know that it takes a lot to get ready. Just getting ready, it takes a lot.
Yes.
You reside in Tobago
Yes.
right now, and so you are between. You are back and forth. The basic things, transportation, and all of these things come into being there. So you're currently looking for sponsorship
Yes.
at this time. So there you have it, guys. Business sector, please reach out. This beautiful lady, Nedra Waldron, she's our representative for the Miss Universe pageant of 2023. And she requires some assistance. She requires some sponsorship. She needs to put her best foot forward as she enters this arena. So feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to engage us and engage her. I'm going to have her leave her number if that's okay.
Yes.
Have her leave her number so that you can reach out and really do the do, as they say. So Nedra, could you state your number for the camera?
My number is 380-8889. I would really appreciate any little support I can get from the people of Tobago. Thank you very much.
Okay, so there you have it. That was Miss Nedra Waldron, our representative for the Miss Universe pageant. Nedra, thank you so much for being here and talking with me. And I wish you all the best. You are beautiful, you are wonderful, and you have a very discerning type of personality and heart. And that is going to take you really, really far. Before we wrap, a trivia question for today. Which British explorer claimed Tobago from, let me say that again. Which British explorer claimed Tobago from Britain? Okay? Which British explorer claimed Tobago from Britain? Let us know in the comments. The first one to comment and get this right, you are going to have a wonderful evening for two at the Candle Bar. All right, so go ahead, let those fingers work, get to typing. Once again, which British explorer claimed Tobago for Britain? All right, so that was our Iron Bagel segment with Miss Nedra Waldron. Nedra, thank you so much again for stopping by. And you are viewing Brunch. We will be right back.
Help! Fire service! Hello, fire service! Anybody in here? Fire service! Yeah, we're right there! We gotta get out! We're right there! Yeah, take him! Let's go!
Thank you for saving me. You're my hero.
Together, as we face the challenges during the new normal, always remember that fire safety begins with you.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
My4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your nice car get damaged bad, I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad, I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard, I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard, I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
We are back. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. All right. Like I said, the rain is not going to deter us. We are still here to provide you with quality programming. I am your host, J Soul, your sister from another mister, a daughter of the soil of this wonderful island of Tobago. And speaking of daughter of the soil, I want to introduce you to a son of the soil. Now, my next guest always desired to become a broadcast meteorologist. As a child, he was fascinated by the wind, the ocean, and the cloud-making systems. He also enjoyed watching veterans in this field, such as Derek Mackey, Damian Salandi, and Joe Stevens, vowing to one day do what they did. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Atmospheric Science with a minor in journalism, he led various roles such as Vice President of Meteorology, Public Relations Officer for Sessions of Hope, and photographer intern for The Statesman. So he was doing big things from a very tender age. Graduate of Signal Hill Secondary School. Let us welcome Mr. Deshaun Robinson. Yeah.
Well, good morning. Good morning.
Good
Sweet
morning.
Tobago. Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Perfect. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here this morning. Really is.
Thank you so much, Deshaun. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us your time. I know that you're super busy. I know that you have a lot going on, but we just wanted to really make mention of our Tobagonian sons and daughters, brothers and sisters who are doing great things, who are making a mark positively and impacting the world. So this segment that you're viewing and speaking to me on is called our Grassroots segment. It's called Grassroots because it's rooted in really finding talent such as your own and really bringing it to the forefront and letting the world know that, hey, this guy is a son of Tobago, or this daughter is a son of Tobago. So that's basically what we're doing. So thank you
Nice.
again.
That is very important.
Yes, it says. Thank you for being with us. So Deshaun, meteorology. How did this start?
Well, Jason, well, it started on my parents' back porch. Now, I grew up in Black Rock, and we lived right on the seacoast. And as a kid, I would go to the back porch and sit at the back porch and watch the waves as they come in, the trees as they blow with the melody of the wind. And that got me fascinated and interested in weather.
Wow. And there's no better place than our West Indian framework or Caribbean framework, where you have that natural element of the sun setting and the clouds, how they form and they meet each other. It's a wonderful place to really, really harness that. Tell us a bit about your journey through education. Now, you're a graduate of course, Signal Hill Secondary School. Were you into meteorology even then at Signal Hill?
Yes, I was. And if you ask any of my classmates, they will tell you that my dream, my biggest aspiration is to become a TV meteorologist. Now, I've always been fascinated with meteorology, but I've always been fascinated with meteorology, and then I always had that theatrical element. And when you combine both, well, is a TV meteorologist. I've never really been interested in research and stuff like that. I've always wanted to be in front of the camera. And so I started with Bishop's High School, then I moved to Signal Hill Secondary. And then from there, I came to the States in 2015. After a couple of years, I went to Stony Brook University, where I majored in atmospheric science and minored in journalism. And just last year, I graduated, and from graduation, I started my new TV job last summer.
So one thing about the Tobagonian, we have a rhythm, the way we move, the way we speak, we walk, we talk with a rhythm. I saw some footage of you doing your thing at the studio. Please check this out. We have some footage of you. Check it out.
Today, but yesterday was awful.
Yeah, like you said earlier, yesterday was a scorcher, and actually the heat got me thinking about the song. Feeling hot, 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 feeling hot, 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 ole, 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 ole. But anyway, today was hot, but not as hot. Tonight, pretty seasonable with a low temperature near 49 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, much cooler with a high near 70, so pretty pleasant. And again, abundant sunshine across our region on Sunday. So well-needed rains are in the forecast during midweek, as we have that upper level low that will bring some scattered showers across our region. However, not much rain is in the forecast. So tomorrow, a high near 70 and abundant sunshine. Monday, partly sunny, scattered showers. Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe even into Thursday.
Thank you for that last look, Deshaun, and that song.
Yeah, you got to serenade us every week.
Every Saturday. Every Saturday? Okay.
And thank you for joining us for WUNY News at 6 o'clock. We'll see you soon at 11. Have a lovely evening.
Wow. You see what I was saying about the rhythm? So, Deshaun, we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back and continue speaking with you. I want to talk to you specifically about the public relations aspect of what you do. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Okay, perfect.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your nice can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider, Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry, don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry, if your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider, Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry, if sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry, if times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider, Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Somebody, I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh my gosh, Deshaun has me singing this song. It's going to be stuck in my head all day. And we are back with our esteemed guest, Mr. Deshaun Robinson. Deshaun, your song is in my head. Now I can't get it out. My heart on fire, my body on fire, feeling hot, hot, hot. And he drum it, he giving me the backup in the background there. He drum it too, you know. I'm loving it. Oh my gosh. So Deshaun, tell me a bit about the public. Well, first of all, broadcast meteorology. What does turn your mic on so that we can hear.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Okay, yeah.
All right. So we're good. Broadcast meteorology. Tell me a bit about that. Most people may not know what that entails. So what is... Go ahead.
Mhm. Well, meteorology on a whole is the study of the weather and climate and all the natural phenomena that's associated with weather and climate. But broadcast meteorology is basically being in front of a camera and telling people the weather. You are basically the personality of the show, as they say.
You definitely are the personality of the show. Like I said, there's a rhythm in you, and that is because you are Tobagonian born. We have that rhythm
Yeah.
in the way we speak and express ourselves.
Mhm.
And so, which brings me to my next point, which is I saw here public relations. What would you just explain in a snippet what that entails in your line of work?
Well, in my line of work, public relations is like meeting the public, greeting the public. Well, you are a personality out there and people respect you. So basically, sharing your information and collaborating with people, with your viewers, basically.
To I'm seeing Sessions of Hope. Tell us a little bit about Sessions of Hope and how you got involved in that arena.
Well, as Tobagonians, we grew up in the church. Um, I grew up in the Anglican church, Plymouth Anglican, and when I got to Stony Brook, I always wanted to find a religious group that I can connect with. And at Stony Brook, I found that religious group and I became a member of the e-board as a public relations person, where I basically invited people into the sessions and the group and just spreading the word and stuff like that.
Did you do any type of lay ministry? Were you involved in that capacity at the church?
Well, at one time I was thinking about it, but who knows? Maybe in the future.
In the future. And that's
Maybe in
just
the
that's
future.
just gonna be one of the many things that you happen to do well,
Hmm.
because you have a natural ability to evoke certain emotions from your audience. That much is evident. And again, that comes with being West Indian, that comes with being a Tobagonian.
Very true.
Yes.
Because to be honest, when I first took this job, I was nervous. I didn't know what I was walking into. I was like, this isn't New York City. This is upstate New York, which is like small town America, very white, very conservative. So I was like, oh boy, this might be very scary, but I did it. And honestly, there were ups and downs. Not everybody gonna like you, but majority of people, like when they meet me, they will be like, "Oh, we love your weather. I love your energy. You make me feel like I'm in the Caribbean. I just love you. You are like my sunlight in the day and stuff like that."
Yes, definitely bright, definitely sunny, and that is such an attribute, a welcoming attribute to have naturally,
Mhm.
because you take over the space that you enter, and you take over with positivity, and that is another attribute that it will take you really far, being positive and being grounded and being focused. Tell me a little bit about your seeing photography. What type of photography did you get involved in?
Mostly nature photography, some sports, but nature is definitely where I think I love to focus on. I just love like taking pictures of birds and the rivers and stuff like that. Also, some personal photography also.
Your stint as an intern. Just tell us a little bit more about that. That was very interesting to me. I really want to hear this story. So tell us a little bit
Or
more about that.
the intern at the Statesman.
Yes.
Oh yes. So when I was at Stony Brook, I became part of the newspaper and I interned for the newspaper. And as an intern, I was like a public relations person, also a photographer. I helped write stories and take pictures for certain stories. And eventually, I became their weather person, where I started to make forecasts and um, broadcast certain forecasts and stuff like that. Also, I briefly interned for Trinidad and Tobago Weather Center.
How did your colleagues? This is a question that I thought
Mhm.
about, because there's also a cultural difference.
Oh
There
yes.
is also that feeling of entering a new space, a new country, a new environment. How did your colleagues receive you as a young man from this tiny island but coming in there with a burst of energy and positivity. How did your colleagues receive you?
Honestly, I felt like they received me with open arms. They were very welcoming. They were very understanding that, okay, well, I am away from home. My parents aren't here. My aunt's not here. And they treated me the best as they could. To be honest, when I moved here actually without a car, and they all helped me out. To be honest, like picking me up to go to work and dropping me home sometimes. But honestly, the hospitality that they showed me here, it was untouched, basically untouched.
That is wonderful. That is a wonderful because I mean we have to always look at the human aspect of things. And so,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, the culture would have been so different. It was like two really different worlds meeting. And so the
Very different.
reception is something that
Mm-hmm.
you never forget. You will always remember that day when I walked into this place,
Mm-hmm.
this time, what happened, who said what, who gave me a look, who gave me, encouragement, and things like that. So it's always good when the reception is positive because it kind of
Trust
sets
me.
the tone for what's to
Mm-hmm.
come. So
To
what's
come.
next for
Yep.
Deshaun Robinson? What's next for you?
Well, right now, well, I I still have one more year at my current station, so hopefully, I'm thinking about moving to a bigger market, spreading the Caribbean energy and this Caribbean joy. Also spreading the word about Tobago because since I've been here, like I I was able to get Tobago's name out there. Because most people when they meet me, the first thing they think about is, "Are you Jamaican?" Well, in
So my.
reality, yeah.
Yeah, that
when
is that
really
is that
I'm
is
in
something. But I
Trinidad.
mean, that is why we represent as ambassadors. We don't just go as
Right.
ordinary men and women. We bear in mind that we are ambassadors and we spread as much awareness as
Mm-hmm.
possible. A lot of people associate when you talk about the West Indies and you talk about the Caribbean because of the
Mm-hmm.
impact that Jamaica has risen to,
Right.
then automatically that's where their minds would go. But it is important to really spread the awareness of
The
being a Tobagonian
awareness.
and what it means to be one of us, what is special about us. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
Deshaun, yes, go
and
ahead.
I just want to say something briefly. And I feel like people out here, like when they think about the Caribbean, they have this general idea of some, like, I don't know, people that are like sort of like laid back and slow and stuff like that. But being here, I was able to sort of like change that message, and I hope that more will follow also.
When would you be gracing us with your presence? Do you plan on coming back home anytime soon? Coming and kicking it with us at the studio here? We do lunch, go,
Mm-hmm.
diving and all those hiking and all those lovely things that you're missing out on. Um, do you think you'll be coming back to these shores anytime soon?
Yes, definitely. I'm thinking sometime this year to visit my parents and stuff like that. Because obviously, I miss the food and the beaches and my friends and stuff like that. But also, maybe in the future, maybe permanently move back.
But I think this experience is definitely a
Mm-hmm.
heartwarming one. It's an eye opener, um, because life is like that. It's unpredictable at times, and I
It's
think
very
that
unpredictable.
you have braved that And for that, I
Mm-hmm.
do commend you. I say kudos to you. You're definitely one of the most entertaining meteorologists I have ever seen. I don't feel bored when you're talking about the weather. I actually don't want to look away when you're talking about the
I get
weather.
that a
And
lot.
that's just it. That's just the rhythm inside of us. That's just the way
Mm-hmm.
that we relate as Tobagonian people. And so
That is true.
I just want to thank you for giving us your time. I know it's super busy for you there, giving us your time and speaking with us and letting us into your world, letting us know how it was for you, what you would have encountered, and all of that. So, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for joining us. And bigger and better things, because I'm speaking that into existence, bigger and better things are definitely going to be coming. So, tie up your gym boots and get ready for that trek, get ready for that path that you are to lead. You are definitely an ambassador and somebody worth looking at, and keep flying the flag of Tobago, keep flying the flag of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the Caribbean. Keep flying it high, and we wish you all the best and blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much for being with us, Deshawn.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And remember, feeling hot, hot, hot,
Feeling hot, hot,
hot,
hot.
hot.
I would
Sing
drum,
it.
but I can't move right now. I would have given you some accompaniment, you know? Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
thank you again. And right about now, guys, we are going to take a break and we are going to be back with our Culture Rama segment. I'm going to be speaking with none other than Queen Leslie Ann Ellis. I see her getting ready and she's already here. So when we come back, we are going to be talking with Leslie Ann. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Share the live, share the live, share the live.
Caribbean meteorologist Deshawn Robinson. The Atlantic Ocean is very active right now for June. We have tropical storm Brett that is churning through the waters of the Atlantic, and then a disturbance that is likely to become the next named storm, which is Cindy. Now, Brett is expected to push through the island chain on Thursday and Friday with those heavy showers and thunderstorms. Now, this is a look at our future track with scattered showers tonight across parts of Trinidad and Tobago. This is the circulation of Brett. It is expected to near the islands on Thursday and Friday with those heavy showers and gusty winds, and some places could see some flooding from this system.
Dear valued members, the TWCU Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited 73rd Annual General Meeting Tobago Update will take place on Sunday, 25th of June 2023, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Grafton Beach Resort, Tobago. All members are invited to attend. Please remember to register. Thank you.
Right now, Tobagonians are just currying down to Bonaccord, right in Stobie Local Road. You know why? To come down and shop at Authentic Builders General Hardware, the only hardware store in Tobago that is giving you guys Trinidad prices. So for instance, such as steel, half-inch and 5/8, $7,895. 5/8 construction ply for $260. Every single thing that you will need to do your home renovation or start your new construction, we have it right here. And to get your quotation, it's very easy. Just WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will do your free WhatsApp quotation for you.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products
that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
We are back, Tobago. I was here speaking with Sister Leslie, my guest for the Culturama segment. Now, Leslie Ann Ellis symbolizes a dominant force. She is described as a dominant force. The Newsday would have done a column on this accomplished musician and singer, calypsonian. Leslie Ann is a dominant force. This is what they wrote. To the performing landscape, gracing the stage for the first time in 1996. With her thought-provoking songs, lively folk dances, and compelling dramatic presentations. She has portrayed everything from Dame Lorraine to Baby Doll to Old Time Wedding, Village Mako, all you're going to know about that, to ballet, jig, reel, you name it, Leslie Ann has done it. Winning such competitions as the Heritage Calypso Monarch, Scouting for Talent, Tobago Calypso Monarch, she was actually a 3-time winner of that competition. So we are talking professionalism at its best. We are talking performance art at its best. And there's none other like my next guest who could speak to that, Miss Leslie Ann Ellis. Leslie Ann, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for giving me your time, because I know you're super busy and you just took the time to come and see us.
Oh, yes.
All right. So tell me a little bit about Leslie Ann. Our viewers may want to know. How did it start for you?
Well, I started singing under Miss Vanilla Pilgrim at the time at Scarborough Choir. And you know, Scarborough used to have this extravaganza where you have calypso and old mass and all of that.
Right.
My sister and I wrote a calypso. And at the time, I gave myself the name Lady Ellis.
Okay.
So they called in Lady Ellis, Lady Ellis. I was in the toilet hiding.
Oh, gosh.
At the time, I wasn't ready for that.
So the nerves,
yes,
kick in.
It wasn't my time.
Right.
So I started singing. If anybody told me I would be a calypso from today after that, I would have doubted them.
Right.
So there was a day I was in town passing my market, so I heard this woman singing. That was Lady I.B. I said, but I know she. So if she could sing, I go try and sing.
Too. Yes.
So I called Len Phillips. I said, Len, I want a song that was for Heritage. And strange enough, Len wrote Sister Herita, Time to Deliver, and Len did not know that I was pregnant with Gavi.
Oh, so
people were, in the competition, people were saying, is she pregnant or did she stuff? But I was pregnant with my daughter.
Yes.
So she had to be who she is today.
Yes.
She had to sing whether she wanted it or not.
From birth, yes.
So that's where my singing carried. And I started in church, the Bonaccord Moravian Church. I did a guest appearance there. I think I was around 10, 11, and my grandfather put $20 in my hand and it felt like $100.
Yes, and you could do so much
yes,
with that $20. Snacks and all kind of things. Tell me about it.
At that time, now $20 is like nothing.
Yes.
So and I just love this stage. Just give me a stage and I just love this stage.
Yeah, and you definitely do the do, as they say. When she gets there, she's impactful, she's dynamic, and when she leaves, you remember her. And that is one of the things that we have been looking on over the years. Now, Leslie Ann, tell us about the Tobago Calypso Monarch. You were a 3-time winner. At the time, you would have been more aware of yourself and more seasoned as a performer. But the experience, the actual experience of entering that competition, how was that for you? How did it feel? Did you get a nudge and say, okay, look, I want to go and do this? How did it feel for you entering that competition?
That's it, Tobago Calypso Monarch?
Yeah.
Well, once you have a calypso, there's nothing else to do but to enter a competition in Tobago. Because
Agreed.
unlike Trinidad, we don't have all the arenas of the Arima, the Caribbean, the different entities to go and showcase our talent.
Yes.
So in Tobago, it has to be the Monarch.
Right. What about your performances throughout the Caribbean, like places like Suriname?
I represent Trinidad and Tobago in Suriname as a singer, St. Kitts, Barbados, and in Trinidad, as a singer in the contingent of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, and how was that experience?
Suriname was the bomb.
Okay.
The first night we did the show, no one knew about us. So it hardly had anybody. But after one person said how Trinidad and Tobago was excellent, the next day it didn't have room to hold. We had to turn back members.
Everybody was coming.
It was excellent. It was the Golden Peacock.
Yeah.
Clarence Nurse was the Golden Peacock.
Oh, Clarence!
Clarence! 3 singers from Tobago. Myself, Ian Baines, and Kerwin Gregg. And the other 3 were from Trinidad. So there were 6 singers. And then a woman came backstage and she said, can I get a copy of the recording of the singing? We said, no, it was live singing. We were that good. They thought these voices were recorded.
Yeah, and those names that you just mentioned,
Top-notches.
phenomenal voices, technique and tone and pitch, you name it. Those names, definitely embody that. What about Carrie Festa? Those were some really, really happy times.
Yes.
Talk about some of your experience. Because if we had to talk about everything Leslie Ann has done, we're going to be here all day.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah. So just a snippet of how Carrie Festa, I myself have been involved, not as much as you, but I've been involved in a couple of the contingents, moving forward. And it's like embracing other people's culture is such a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Tell us about your experience with
When
Carrie
you go
Festa.
for Carrie Festa, if you go as a singer, you still have to do the warm-up with the dancers.
Yes,
so you are
I remember
involved
that.
in everything. And when there was this time that they had a rehearsal, and no Tobagonian was there to sing, Billy Ghana Jello, Billy Ghana Jello. And at Trinidad, was singing, they were singing it, and they said, no, that's not what we want. We want the Tobago flavor.
Yes.
All I get a Tobagonian for me,
The
please.
rhythm.
Yeah, so they got us to do that. Remember, our culture is our culture. We can showcase our culture the best way possible.
Yes, and
but
it's
Carrie
dynamic.
Festa is an experience. I would advise anyone to experience Carrie Festa. It's a beautiful.
Yes, it is.
It's really beautiful.
It is. It really is. And it really opens your eyes
to different cultures.
And
yes,
you need
it's
that.
really, really nice.
You need that because it helps you to grow. It helps you to evolve as a performer, as a person, whatever field you want to go into. These kinds of, because they have other things that happen in Carrie Festa.
Each country has a night.
Yes.
So you go to different nights and you experience a different
cultures.
culture.
Yes.
That in itself
indigenous,
is beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So get involved, guys. Get involved in these.
Love your culture.
Love it, love
Yes,
it, love
your
it, love it.
culture.
There is none other like it. Take it from me. Love your culture. I told you if we were talking everything. We here whole day. Didn't I say that? I said that. I did. And you know what? Growing it's ongoing. And Leslie Ann, I know for a fact you don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Once my knees can take me, I'm going to hit the stage.
Exactly. You're going to be doing this until the cows come home.
Exactly. Until the fat lady sings. And she's not singing in a hurry.
And she ain't singing yet. Right? So in terms of your acting, now this is something that comes when I look at you act. I don't feel like that is what you're doing. I feel that whatever character you play, you bring a natural embodiment of the character. And so the first time that you did, I think it was Old Time Wedding. Can't remember the year, but it was Old Time Wedding, and you were Macoing the bride and the groom. And I don't know, is the things that are not scripted are the best parts of it. Because I remember somebody was getting married and you did not get invited. And you was pissed. You're pissed off because they did not invite you. And then you went on to talk about the bride and her shoe. And it was like, wait, that's not for me shoe. And I just could not stop laughing when you said that. And I'm saying the things that are not scripted are the best part. How did you even start portraying that Village Marco character? How did that come about?
Philbert Joseph, known as Spanish.
Okay,
He
yes.
encouraged me because I know he was the master there. So he encouraged me. I did that for some years. Then I took a break, and then they called me back last year to act again with Mora. He said, Leslie, we need somebody and use the best person to do what we need.
Yeah.
What people don't know is I prefer acting to singing.
I know that.
I could do 10 plays and I do ads. I just did an ad that will be coming out soon. That's as much as I can see of it.
Okay.
Yes, but I love acting. So if Update have any ad, they can call me.
All right, you guys heard that?
Once the price is right.
Yes. You can call if you have an ad. Program director and producer.
My number is, you'll have it.
I love it. So what's going on? Were you involved in Best Village at all?
Yes, I am with New Edition Folk Performing Company. We are going Trinidad on the 5th of July for folk and gospel finals.
Oh, good. And this is out of your Mason Hall.
Yeah, Mason. Earlene Crooksned is in charge of the group.
Oh,
and Vanilla is dealing with the music. Vanilla topping.
Okay. Oh wow, this is going to be phenomenal. Is it broadcast?
That is what I'm not sure. Yeah.
Because we would want to see those of us who
can't because I think it's about 5 Tobago groups going down.
Okay.
New Edition, Rhythmic Vibration. There's a group from Roxborough. There's Tobago Drama Guild. And I think Zante. They did some singing this year.
Okay.
Yeah, they mixed it up this year.
Good. I am so happy. I like
so Tobago will be well represented.
Yes, I was just about to say that keeping the culture alive is so important. Being innovative as well is so important because we have a lot of youngsters. I'm really happy to see young people because it's not easy.
Yes.
To steer
At some point in time, we have to pass it on.
Yes. It's not easy to steer some of them into that direction, but I see a lot of young people getting involved. And I have to say kudos to those families who allow their children to act and dance and sing calypsos and that sort of thing. It really, really, really helps you grow,
yes,
I think, as an individual. So what's next on your agenda? What's next for
Well, tomorrow
Leslie Ann?
is the Heritage Monarch audition. So I'm going to try my luck.
You're going to try out.
Tobago, wish me the best.
Yeah, and just go and do me. In typical Leslie Ann Ellis fashion. And she definitely has a unique way of putting her points across. Where would the auditions be held?
At Shaw Park.
Okay, from what time?
I think it's from 9 to 2 o'clock.
9 to 2.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so you heard it. Tobago Heritage Monarch auditions are tomorrow at Shaw Park from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right, so if you feel that you can, hop on down and show, what you can do. Showcase your talent.
Yes.
And don't be afraid. There's so many avenues that could use, singers and dancers and, so get in there, What I wanted to find out, will there be any competitions for the children this year? I wasn't sure.
I think there's a junior heritage.
Okay.
But I can't say what date yet.
Okay. That'll be awesome if they're involved.
Yeah, I think there is a junior heritage. You can contact Mr. Jesse Taylor.
Okay, I could do that
Yeah.
to find out.
Yeah.
All right. So what is happening with what is your composition? You're performing, right? I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your composition for today? What you're gracing us with today?
Oh, I am gracing you all today. OMG.
You cannot come here and not grace us.
Yeah, you all always do me that. I will do the last song that Sherwin left for me.
Oh,
God rest his
that's
soul,
emotional.
Perpetual Web. It's a
Mhm.
domestic violence song.
Okay.
And you know how he writes really heavy.
Yes. And we recognize Mr. Sherwinsky Cunningham. This is definitely bittersweet because he is one person that would have been all up in this with his guitar. You know, that iconic guitar? He would have been all up in this. So we recognize him for his efforts and his talent and his writing, his philosophy, you name it. This man embodied all of that. So we recognize him today. All right. So with that being said, in future, what is it that are you going to be doing more acting? I hope.
Well, once I'm needed, at present I'm singing for the Lekito Heritage Group. My
Okay.
daughter and I, we are the background vocals for that production.
Right.
So if need be, but Mariah has not contacted me yet, so I don't know. So once I'm contacted, I'll be there.
Okay. As long as
and if you have any
live...
job for me, don't be shy. You call me.
Of course, definitely. I would definitely do that. Who are some of the persons? Well, you mentioned Len Phillips.
Len was my first
good
writer.
day to Len. He's still a phenomenal person.
The energetic Len Phillips.
Yes, energetic. And gets so emotional when you don't sing the line of the song right and you don't pronounce it right. Yes, I remember. Yes, Len Phillips. Kudos to you and good day to you.
I actually had a rehearsal with him last night. He's the one that is doing the choir for Mr. Gordon's funeral.
Okay.
And when he was finished, he was soaked.
Yeah.
Yes.
The energy that he brings. Yes. I have to laugh, but yes.
Len Phillips is too much.
So other than...
He's a great soul.
Yes, very
he
giving and sharing of the culture, and that is
because
what
of
we
him
want.
I am where I am today, and I'm grateful for that.
Definitely.
So he started me off.
Definitely.
Yes.
I remember him talking about you. He spoke about you before I knew who you were actually.
Okay. But then he gave me up there because he said, "Then I ain't getting no ideas. You want to try somebody else?"
Oh,
so that's
okay.
how I
That's
ended
how
up
you
leaving.
Okay.
It wasn't by choice.
Okay.
Yes.
So
it was
okay.
him
So he
having a struggle of getting
you,
ideas.
You get
so
there.
yeah.
You know what I remember? Now guys, I performed with Leslie Ann on many occasions. All right. She's definitely a ball of energy. Yeah. And once she's there, you feel it. Tell us a bit about your journey to... Now, you've been in the National Calypso Monarch
on 3 occasions.
On 3 occasions. Tell us about your journey there. What was some of the trials, if any? Because I know everybody has a story and everybody has something that would have happened along the way. Tell us about your journey there.
First year, 2005, when I made it, I was in Skinner Park.
Mm-hmm.
I used to suffer with migraine. I threw up about 4 to 5 times before I was to go on stage. Mm-hmm. And Sherwin was really concerned. They went and they got tablets. And when I hit that stage, Janelle, you would have never knew that I was behind you sick like a wet fowl.
Yeah.
And that was my first year I made
it there
to the Marsh Graph. When I got there, that was Tonight and Who Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Jessie was the designer of my clothes.
I
left my outfit that I had before home because I expected new outfit. While we were in the savannah, calling Jessie Taylor, show going on, my clothes and reach yet. Jessie, where you? I on my way. Jessie, where you? I on my way. Well, everybody get frantic. Me auntie, everybody started calling Jessie. Yes, because why do you walk with the extra clothes? And everybody get, but Jessie made it on time. But you know Jesse was in Tobago when we was calling Jesse.
Yeah, I'm saying he almost there.
But when I saw the clothes and I hit that stage, that gold jacket and that black and gold dress, it was worth all the drama.
And it worked out.
Excellent.
Because you have to have some of the tribulations before you get to the wine up there, the creme de la creme there. And tell us about your composition for that year. Tonight, Boy Are Fighting Back. Now, listen, I made sure that I was present. I did not see most of the show, but I made sure I was present for that performance. And let me tell you, your delivery, number one, your supporting actor,
Mr. Anton Roberts.
Anton Roberts, good morning or good day. Let me say good day to you. Anton Roberts, good day to you and blessings to you. You are phenomenal
actor.
At acting.
I think he's one of the best in Tobago.
One of the best I have seen, and he does it with depth. So you can give him a preacher, he can be a preacher.
Anton acts as a prostitute.
He could be a vagrant. He has
you name
depth.
it.
Yes, he has depth.
There was a time he acted as a vagrant, he and another Jude Balboda. Big up Anton and Jude. They were outside in the savannah and somebody said, well, come and get these vagrants out of here. They were so into character that they thought they were
made it look
actual,
real. Yeah.
Because they had the bin and they licking the sardine tin and getting into character.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It brings me back to what I was saying about the Tobagonian, the naturalness of who we are. We are very, very expressive. It comes as second nature. And I think growing up in the arts really, really shapes you. You having a passion for these things, it really, really shapes you. Another song that really stayed with me, with you as a performer, was A Mother's Cry.
A Child's Cry.
A Child's Cry. A Child's Cry.
That's the song I won Scouting for Talent with.
Right, which brings me to that. What year was that?
I think it's 2004.
All right. I'm going to talk about the depth again. The depth of it was so realistic.
Yep.
That you embodied the character. So it was not just you going and singing. You were actually acting. You were actually a character and you were bringing awareness.
I put myself there as a mother,
yes,
as a child. When I finished that performance, I remember getting off the stage and I broke down. And then somebody came and held me. And I really, because I was so heavy into the performance.
Yes.
And one of the judges told me after, she said, girl, you had me crying. Because I love emotional songs, because that's where it lies to me. That is my strength.
That's how your art speaks.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's also the environment, because I remember your lead actor, Janelyn. What's Janelyn's last?
Thomas.
Janelyn Thomas. She did not know I was looking at her. Good day to Janelyn, if you're watching, and thank you for being a wonderful actress. Janelyn.
She's the lead female and Anthony is the lead male. But Janelyn is no longer into.
She's no longer involved.
But she has changed her life a bit.
All right. So I'm going to stick a pin. I'm going to be back with Queen Leslie Ann Ellis. We are going to take a break. You are watching Brunch, A Taste of Tobago, and we will be right back.
Our national borders, our first step to security, but a possible access point for guns, drugs, crime. If it does not look right, do the right thing. Call Crime Stoppers anonymously. 800-8477. Report possible border crime.
Excel Spa by Haley, where our highly trained staff are ready to deliver the top-class services in facial massages, waxing, nail enhancement, and body treatment. We are ideally located at Coco Avenue, Switzerland, Tobago. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TripAdvisor, or you can call us on 730-0149. Exhale Spa by Haley. Relax, renew, and rejuvenate.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. Real questions and honest conversations with the sole aim of keeping you fully in the know. Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
You caught me making some notes. I told you my guest, Queen Leslie Ann Ellis, is like boom, 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 boom. It's like more than a mile long. And I did mention to you guys, if I had to speak on everything that she has done, we would be here for a very, very long time. And we are back with Queen Leslie doing the do, still performing, still giving us of her talent, and still evoking consciousness with her thought-provoking lyrics You know, her gestures, you know, the way she lets her voice cry, you know, that iconic cry that she does. That is Leslie Ann Ellis. We were talking before the break about A Child's Cry. Tell me about A Child's Cry. Was it your interest to do a piece like that?
With Sherwin, you don't say what song you want. Sherwin gives you a song.
He writes in,
yes.
in your
But if I
essence.
say, Sherwin, I'm not feeling that song, he would write something else for you.
Okay.
You know, like some writers will say, give me an idea.
Mhm.
That's not how Sherwin writes.
Okay.
He writes for the person. And then he will say,
Ah.
Leslie, you can't only sing emotional songs. I say, but that is who I am. All right, ma'am. All right, ma'am. You know Sherwin.
Yeah.
So he wrote that song, and I really love that song. I love Mothers and Others. Those are songs with the emotion. How you could have everything and your child don't have simply money to go to school.
Yes.
How
basic
can you?
things.
Basic
Yeah.
things.
And I
but
think
you're in
you
the
feel
latest,
it.
every fit you're in than your child. Come on.
Suffering, yeah.
And that song will stand forever.
Yeah.
Because it's happening.
And I think as mothers too, you see things differently. If you're by yourself and you're out and about with no responsibilities or
Yes,
anything
exactly.
like that.
But when you have a child, you have to think differently.
You have to think differently.
Yes.
Not, some don't. Some still
because
do
they
the
are
same
others.
thing.
We are mothers.
But exactly.
Exactly.
So you really, really embody what it is that you see. Because sometimes there's a saying, when you leave the stage, it's like you leave everything there, your heart, your soul, everything is left there. And those are the types of performances that you remember. And Leslie is definitely one of those persons who evokes that emotion out of you. So by the time she finished with you, hey, you will remember her performance. A Child's Cry, I just wanted to touch really quickly before we wrap, because we're going to wrap. Your lead actress, Janelyn, I sat and I watched her, like I said before the break. She did not know, and she was standing there with the doll, and she's holding the doll and she's looking down. And it was as if she was a statue. She stood there for close to 10 minutes, and I was just watching her, and I
Janelyn
said,
is the best.
She was, I didn't even know. I said, when I really thought about it, I said, okay, she was getting into character. And that is the type of dedication that we need to preserve.
Janelyn, big up
in
yourself.
Tobago. So Janelyn,
yeah,
love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much, Queen Leslie, for being here with us. For those of you who still are thinking about typing in for the trivia question, let me just read it again. Which British explorer claimed Tobago for Britain? I'm going to read it again. Which British explorer claimed Tobago for Britain? From Britain, sorry, FROM. Which British explorer claimed Tobago from Britain? I know you guys were typing, but I did not see anyone getting the right answer. It was Sir Walter Raleigh. Yeah, Sir Walter Raleigh, he would have claimed Tobago from. I'm getting my F's
mixed up
today. I don't know what's going on, but the answer is Sir Walter Raleigh. So we are going to wrap up. You are viewing Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. I'm here with my esteemed guest, Queen Leslie Ann. We're going to take a break, and then we are going to come back with a special treat for you. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. this is your show.
bottom, no sunlight. Not until the place of peace takes to flight. It's only then you will understand. If fear and torture endured by a woman, just to take transport to get home, you have to ensure that you're not alone. And even when traversing with a friend, there's no guarantee that your life won't end, cause every day another family is left in pain. Via grave their hopes and aspiration down the drain. A life taken by cruel hands lurking around the bend. Lord Father, please tell me, enough, how much can we take? Every week we're attending a wake. Father, raise your sons to respect women. If you blatantly refuse to direct them, then enough is enough. Why must you keep making the woman life so rough? You're raping, beating, ill-treating and murdering them. Oh Lord, Father, please just tell me, when will it end? When will domestic violence cease against our women and children? Oh yes, when will it end?
When will it end? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leslie. Love you.
Thank you
and
for
keep
having me.
flying.
I would like to pick up my daughter, my mother,
Yes.
Anton, Lindy, and all my supporters, my brother, my sister, my aunts. Thank you all for being there for
Whole
me.
family.
The
Thank
whole
you
family.
so much. You were viewing Brunch with your girl J Soul and my lovely guest Leslie Ann Ellis. Thank you so much and see you guys on Monday. We will be back. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Wow.